Hello and welcome to Consolevania. In this episode I'm going to be having a wee look at a game called Star Crawlers.
Can I do a review? I'm going to do For Honor. It's fucking bloodthirsty.
Hey!
Sorry, Dad.
Come on now.
And I'll be reviewing What Remains of Edith Finch and Dandy Dungeon, so we hope you enjoy the show. That's our boy. That's our boy.
All our friends have gone. There's nothing left for English people in this town anymore. I would like to say this. My wife and I used to like to go out weekends down to the local, have a couple of drinks, meet friends in there. We can't go into the locals anymore. They're full up with noisy foreigners, and we don't like it.
Just doing it for the honour.
You okay?
That was too hard, Dad.
Right, Ryan.
Dad.
Sorry, Dad. Right, Dad. Listen. Who do you think would win, right, in a fight between a polar bear and a big lion and a regular-sized rhino? Who do you think would win in a fight?
Why are they fighting?
Just because lack of resources. Doesn't matter. Lack of resources. Something like that.
What was the sort of...
A wee polar bear, a big lion, and a regular-sized rhino. Who would win?
Oh, a rhino?
Really, a rhino? Regular-sized rhino?
You can't penetrate a rhino's skull.
Polar bears are dead hard. Right, what about an Apache helicopter or a UFO or a massive pterodactyl?
Yeah, but only one of those things is sentient, son.
But who'd win in a fight? Doesn't it matter who's sentient? You don't get extra points for that.
A helicopter can't get in a fight.
You've not seen the helicopters around my bit, mate. Who would win? Just choose an Apache helicopter, a UFO, or a big pterodactyl. UFO, exactly, it would be. How about a killer whale and a great white shark and a T-Rex? And they're fighting in a jacuzzi.
I don't even know.
Right, okay, how about a Viking and a samurai and a knight?
Right,
It doesn't matter because this is the answer. This is For Honor, and after some manipulation by the gods, an age of all-out war has been descended upon the people. Dad, you can leave now. Has been descended on the people of the Vikings and the knights and the samurai, and it's basically a big game of who's the hardest, and the prize is another fight. The art of battle, say Ubisoft, is the unsheathed For Honor upon us. And I've got to say, I think this one's a bit of a keeper. I think this game may well be a keeper, rather than the hack and slash ego inflator that Dynasty Warriors is. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm quite partial to a bit of joyful button bashing, bloodbathing. But all I'm saying is this isn't that. That's not what this game is, even though it might appear like that at first glance. The combat system in For Honor is much more strategic. Yeah, the controls are really intuitive, easy to pick up, while allowing you to discover the multitude of wee subtleties and nuances that naturally occur as you progress. It's a bit like playing guitar, right? With a tiny bit of effort, anyone can learn like 3 chords and bash out a bit of Knocking on Heaven's Door or something like that. But if you want to get away with wearing a cool hat and getting all your mates to call you Slash, then you're going to have to practice, right? Light, heavy attacks, dodges, feints, parries, combo chains, revenge attacks, guard breaks, counters, uninterruptible attacks, unblockable attacks, stuns, throws, even environmental elements are at your disposal. There's even a bit of a God Hand-esque skills upgrade that you can assign to various buttons. All adds up to a very rich, chess-like battle experience, and I love it. I also really enjoyed the campaign mode. There's enough story there to make the scenarios more interesting, yet not too much that it detracts from what is just an all-out action game. However, this game really exists for the multiplayer experience, so much so that you can only play it with a constant online connection, even in campaign mode. So if you've got a dodgy connection, maybe this isn't the one for you. In fact, I was moving house, it was quite frustrating at the time. However, the gameplay in multiplayer is rich, varied and rewarding. You can use this chess-like battle system to take on another player online, and you have an experience that's more akin to a boxing match than a button basher. Or maybe just get a squad together and go for a 4-on-4 rammy, like you used to do in the park, but you're too old for that now. So just stay in and play your games like a good boy.
Right, Jerry,
what?
You're getting it's all this blooming violence. It's got you all hepped up.
I'm not hepped up. I'm fine. Here, listen, who do you think would win in a fight between Tesco, Lidl and Aldi?
I don't know what any of the words mean, son.
They're shops. Who do you think would win in a fight? Tesco's massive.
That one then.
Tesco, no, wouldn't beat Aldi. Aldi's brilliant. Aldi's really good way. It's all about the honour. You wouldn't understand. It's all about the honour.
Oh, it was a treat to work with Brian again. I mean, he's a legend. He's a great director.
I would say I am 50% actor and 50% explorer. In England, they think I'm quite mad because I've climbed Mount Everest. I climbed Mount Everest when I was 4 years of age without oxygen.
Obviously, a long time's passed since we worked together, but he remains a big fan of our work, and since working on Consolevania was Brian's introduction to the games industry.
My relationship with games. The thing is, I do voiceovers in England, and I've done several PlayStations, which are incredibly popular. They're more popular now, and they're becoming increasingly more popular than films. And I don't know what I'm talking about.
He's a very deep understanding of the scripts that we give him. He doesn't necessarily always read the words that are in the scripts, but he has a deep understanding of them anyway.
The thing is, the script is brilliant. It's well written.
I have told him. I've told him what my name is. I don't understand. It's quite a short name. I don't.
Brian, it's Ryan.
Fogiti.
Ryan.
Složitý. A little složitý.
And yeah, he likes to sing. It's true, he does like to sing. We like to have wee kind of sing-offs. I fancy myself as a bit of an opera singer.
It's an adventure. I see everything as Mount Everest, and I see this project as Mount Everest.
"14 hours. I think that's plenty."
No, mate, please. Don't turn off your console. I die when you turn off the console.
You what?
When you turn off the console, I die.
But I've turned it off hundreds of times and you just come back.
No, that wasn't me. That was all different wee guys that looked like me. And I had to sit there watching all those wee guys die, knowing that eventually it would be my turn. Mate, please don't turn me off.
I don't know. This sounds a wee bit high concept.
Mate, please. It hurts.
Right. Well, I'll just turn the telly off then.
No, that's worse. I'm afraid of the dark.
Look, I'm not leaving my telly and my games console running all night draining my electricity, alright mate? I'm no fucking Jet Li.
No, please, no.
Do you ever ask yourself, whatever happened to all those little men in the games that you play? All those little men who die and pass away, where do they go? What about their families? What about the love in their hearts? Do you ever think about those little men All those sad departed men, where have they gone? Where do they exist? To all the men I've played before, the ones who've travelled in and out my console, I was able, I dedicate the song to all women I come before. Where do they go? Do you think about these existential horrors?
For helping me to grow, I owe a lot, I know, to all the girls I loved before.
Oh mate, Starcrawlers is an absolute belter of a wee game, an absolute belter of a wee game. Jerry, you can go now. You don't. Aye, you can go. That's it. Good boy. Away you go, son. Your dad's got this. Starcrawlers is a belter of a wee game. Wee indie game on Steam. Know what I mean? Pick it up. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's like the old PC and Amiga games, old kind of RPG games where you would move in a kind of a tile-based kind of way. You know what I mean? Like forward, sidewise, like you're playing Nightmare. Take a step forward. Take a step to the left. That kind of thing, you know what I mean? Big tray guards like that. Go careful now. Watch you don't fall into a fucking bear trap or whatever it was he said. Fuck knows. But you get the idea. It's tile-based movement, turn-based movement, move forward, move back. And normally when you're doing stuff like that, you're moving around some kind of wee fantasy town, aren't you? No, in this, you're in space. You're a person that goes into big abandoned space hulks and looks for loot. You're a person that goes into bases and tries to assassinate people. You're working for big corporations. You're picking up jobs here and there. It's a big game, by the way, and you can increase reputation with different factions. How old school is all this? You know what I mean? It does seem like a game you might have played on the Amiga, except this looks great and it has some of the best music I've heard in a game recently. I'm telling you, this is an absolute cracker. And obviously you can customise your wee guys and give them your own names and stuff like that. Maybe you can call a guy Jasper. Maybe you can call another guy Fat Jasper. Maybe you can call another guy Thin Jasper. Jasper's lost weight, everybody. Jasper's been on the 5 and 2 and he's lost some weight. That's the kind of game it is. You're crawling around the stars. You're not actually doing any crawling in this. There is no point where you actually crawl. There isn't even actually a crawl button. You know what I mean? You can't actually get down on your knees. You can't get into a prone position or anything like that. So, you know, the crawling part is kind of bullshit. But the star part is there. The star part is definitely there. Now, I love games like this. I think they're dead atmospheric. I also think they're dead relaxing. You know what I mean? You know Rab. Rab likes to relax when he's playing a computer game, you know what I mean? I don't like to get too stressed out. So I like a game like this that has this kind of, this nice sense of motion where you're just kind of step by step moving through places. But I'll tell you, it gets a bit stressful when you get into combat because this game can be quite tricky, you know what I mean? Because you're accepting jobs off a job board, you can always kind of tailor things so you know you can kind of manage a mission. Some missions are a wee bit more difficult, it tells you that. Some missions are really easy. You can just go in and batter up some scrubs to make yourself a few extra creds, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Blade Runner, isn't it? Blade Runner's a really boring film, isn't it? I mean, Ryan's going to get really angry when he hears me saying this, but Blade Runner is a really boring film. Starcrawlers is miles better than Blade Runner. Now, your mileage may vary on what that actually means to you, right? But I really just need to say to you, I think you should run out and buy this one. Run out and buy it, because if you've ever played anything as great as Wizardry 8, then you'll know that games like this are fantastic. There was another one recently, wasn't there? Grimrock, Legend of Grimrock or something. Aye. Man, I just love games that move like this. Why do they give us free motion and free will? I don't want to use my legs normally. I want to just move space by space, fragment by Jerry, come on, go and play day some. Go and make a wee video or something, Jerry.
Kenny, I've got a Nintendo Switch but no friends to play with. Can you help me?
I'll tell you why you've got no friends, because your beard need to sort of put a comb through it, you numbskull.
Hi Kenny, I'm stuck at the prison stage in Everblood 2, and I think I might have already mounted my save farm. What would do?
You think you're stuck at the prison stage? You're stuck at the not finished your beard stage, you daft dish.
Hi Kenny, can you tell me if Kerbal's space program is still coming out for the Wii U?
Never mind about space programmes or that wood behind you, just worry about the planet Earth right here and now. You monkey nuts.
Kenny, my boyfriend wants a new game for his birthday, but I don't know what to get him. Any suggestions?
I'll tell you what to get your boyfriend. Get him another wee star. That star behind you is lovely. Looks lovely in your room, you wee wimpy arms.
Kenny, what's your favourite ever game?
You've got a cheek asking me a favourite game. You think I'm going to mention your hair? I'm not going to mention it. So shut up, chocolate arm.
Jerry? Jerry, you've killed us, son.
You have. How could you have? You, Louis, you've killed us.
You've killed your dad. How could you think that it was a good idea to mimic that man, to mimic him, to make a mockery, to make a mimic and a mockery and a joke of him, of that man?
I don't know what you mean. What have I done? What have I done?
It's for you've got the idea, son. You have brought a thing upon this house upon which there has been no precedent, and son, we're fucked. I don't want to use this language in front of you because you're just a Wayne, but we're fucked.
Why? What have I done? What have I done?
He's not even. Look, you shouldn't be messing with people from other dimensions.
We have told you that there's a past, there's a story involved, there's stuff that happened that we didn't go into you because.
Is this because I answered the Ask Kenny questions?
Don't say his name.
I didn't mean anything by it. I just thought, like, because I liked the old shows and I wasn't in them, and I just thought it'd be a night. I thought you'd like it. I wanted to do it for my dad's.
The minute you hatched out of that egg, we made a sworn promise to protect you, and now you've fucking cut your own throat.
You've killed your dads. You fucking killed your dads.
You've killed we. That's we.
We're dead. We're dead.
But the show's only just came back. The show's only just came back, and you know that we've got a past. There's a story. You know what you've done. Yes. Past. Yeah, other dad.
I thought it'd be a nice thing to do because Kenny sounds like Jerry, doesn't it? So I didn't think anyone would notice. I didn't think. I just thought it'd be a nice idea. It was something from
You've killed us.
You've done us dead now.
Jerry,
you've done us. Don't you even.
Kenny. Don't you even. Don't. Kenny.
Klaxon Ries Blash Blanarnik Karnik Ad Trasula Trasula.
Oh, here, what's got Ryan, you know.
Oh, hiya.
Have you been drinking?
He's coming, so fuck it. Oh, fuck it, man. 6 years down the fucking Swanee.
How is this going to help?
You want some?
Oh, mate.
Just take some. Doesn't he? Fuck it. Come on, fuck it.
Danger, 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 danger zone! This is from Yoshiro Kimura. No, I'm not going to tell you who he is, just Google him. This isn't Open University, it's no The One Show, you know. I'm not here to give you information, I'm just here to say this game's really good, and it is really good. And you play it on your phone, and somehow it's free. I don't understand. I've never really been into mobile phone gaming, but this is far and away the most impressive thing I've ever played on a phone. There's just so much fucking happening. But all these guys turn up, all these characters turn up, they're on nutters. And the guy's got a big knife, he's got a big knife, but he's a good guy, so it's fine. All these characters turn up, but they all give you things and they talk to you, and it's so much fun. And your main character's called Yamada, looks a wee bit like Mario, and he did make games for a living, and then he quit his job. Did he quit? No, he didn't quit his job, but he got fired for his job. And he fancies his neighbour, so he's decided to make a game on his own and put the neighbour in the game in the hope that she will fall in love with him because she's the princess in his game, so maybe she would like that kind of approach. It's kind of heavily implied that she's a schoolgirl, and this man's a 36-year-old man, so it's, yeah, but it's Japanese, so it's fine. It's fine. I suppose it's fine. Is it fine? Anyway, it's so much fun. It's so much. Look at the amount of stuff that's happening, the amount of characters, the amount of items. It's just brilliant to stick it on your phone, and it doesn't cost anything. But you can give them money and buy some extras if you want, and I would encourage you to do so because it's bonkers. Just, you might as well fucking try it. You might as well. I mean, because there's nothing holding you. There's nothing holding you. The only link between Dandy Dungeon and Edith Finch is that it's really good. It's really good, but it is not, unlike Dandy Dungeon, it is not free. So if you have got a problem dropping 15 quid on a walking sim, I believe they call them, then don't bother. Just, I'll be going on for about another minute and a half, 2 minutes, just skip forward. The watchword for Edith Finch, I would say, is intricate. It's very, very detailed. I did like Gone Home. I was a big cheerleader for Gone Home, but this layers it many times. It's only 3 hours, and of course you'd want to play it in one sitting. Being me, even though it's only 3 hours long, I did at a certain point go, I think I understand what it is that you're trying to do. There's a very simple sentiment at the end of it that just fucking floored me. It's beautifully, beautifully written and so varied. I mean, obviously it's a fucking walking sim, again, I'll say. So there's no shooting sections. You fly about as an owl. You could make shooting sounds if you were flying about as an owl, if you want. You could pretend that this is a D-Day landing. Imagine the soldiers at the end of the beach, if you want. Or you can just sit and enjoy the story that it wants to tell you. And my God, it's so beautiful. It's so, honest to God, it's so beautiful. Indie games, again, fucking indie games, you want to give these people a big hug. What a risk, you know what I mean? I just keep going back to what a fucking risk they must be taking to spend the amount of time that they must have spent making this game, thinking, what if it doesn't sell? What if nobody likes it? What if it gets shite reviews? But it's amazing. It really is amazing. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. Give them money. Give them your fucking money. Sorry, it's too beautiful. This is what happens when I see beautiful things. I just want to fucking swear all the cunting time. Don't be sad. Celebrate. It's glorious. It is it's stunning. It is a stunning piece of art.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Why don't we just keep driving? I figure if we go for a wee drive, go off a radar for a few days, if nothing's happened, go home. So good.
This car only goes 140 mile an hour though. How fast can Kenny run?
I don't know. He's a bit older now. So anyway, let's forget about it. Let's think about something else. Here, I was thinking back to the old days. The start of Consolevania back in the day when we used to play Morrowind was one of the first reviews you did. Was the new ones out?
It was the first one I did.
Was it? Let's just keep driving. I figure if we drive for...
Oh, the windies are fucking fogging up because I'm panicking.
If we drive for maybe a week, we just travel about Scotland, then I'm sure if we get back, Jerry's locked up nice and safe.
Some of the things he's done certainly can be classed as evil, but I think he's somewhat of a Jekyll and Hyde character.
He's very bright.
There's no doubt about his intellectual ability.
He was always a grand lad. And even today, the neighbours that's known him from being a little boy won't hear a word said against him.
There's some training every day, press-ups and, you know, and belly muscles. You know, only about odd in his legs and like him coming up with it. You know what I mean, don't you?
Kenny, mate, is 20 quid too much for what remains of Edith Finch?
You should be spending that fucking 20 quid on getting your dad a bib so he doesn't get spunked in his jumper when he's giving your ma a gobble.
Kenny, my boyfriend wants a new game for his birthday, but I don't know what to get him. Any suggestions?
Wee man, don't waste any money on your boyfriend. He'll just sell any presents so he can buy more heroin to inject into his mouldy bell end.
Kenny, some of your past advice helped me follow my dreams and get a job making games. Now that I'm a game designer, do you have any tips that help me make the next great game?
Mate, the only dreams I want you to follow are the ones where your GP tells you you've got terminal cancer, the specs, you specky bastard.
Kenny, I want to play the old Steel Battalion on my Xbox, but I can't afford the massive, expensive controller. Is there anything else I can use to play it?
Aye, you could use your ma's arse plug and your dad's best dildo and then stick your fucking tongue into the plug socket.
Kenny, what's your favourite ever game?
Here's a good game. Your family trying to work out how to scatter your fucking ashes on a woman's fanny because it's the only chance they're ever going to get to touch one.
You find a girl and you promise her anything, even a wedding ring. Almost beaten through the punch. Almost beaten through the punch. Almost beaten through the punch. Almost beaten through the.
It's over now. You've had your fun. Get up them stairs. Go on quickly, don't run. Take off your shoes, both of yous, and leave them down outside the door. Turn the landing light off, no wait, leave it on. It might make the night that much easier to be gone. And in the morning we'll be wide awake and eating snowflakes, oh, as opposed to those flakes. We will. That afternoon we spent the day with Uncle Frank.